pitch day again, and now we don't have investor, but we have guys who are actually pitching.
Hi.
So we have guys, how do you read it?
Judg.
We have guys from Judg, and they had quite nice pitch, I have to say.
Thank you.
And I would like to say, or ask my first question is, how do you prepare for pitching? What do you think is the key thing, most important thing to attract audience?
Yeah, actually we prepared for 2 weeks with a founder space. So yeah, I knew how to pitch before, but pitching in America is much different than pitching in Europe. So we had some great mentors, and Naomi knew them. So we had Steve Austin, we had Nathan Shore, we had Steve Hoffman, and so they told us how to pitch, how to use the right words, you know, to attract investor, like addictive, like traction, and so on. And so the key thing is to build your presentation with everything that an investor would like to hear. And what he wants to hear is everything that will lower the risk. Because you know, every investor knows that as a startup you have a 90% chance to fail. So you have to reassure him by lowering the risk. So if you can say that you have a customer, you have a revenue, you have investors, you have you know, some kind of validation that will attract him. So that's we've been practicing for 2 weeks. I prepared my deck, and then I delivered tonight. So that's it.
Once again, good job.
Thank you very much.
And second question, so you were interesting for certain investors, as we knew from our previous interview. So how was the way you are delivering the pitch later on? How do you like build a relationship? Because some people just talk too long, or you know.
Yeah, actually, it's difficult for us because we just started this kind of fundraising process. So we arrived here in San Francisco just a couple of weeks ago, and before that we knew our business angel, but besides that we never tried really to raise funds. So this kind of relationship is kind of new for us, but a lot of people told us that it takes much more time than what we think at first. So first you pitch, then you get an introduction, then you get a one-to-one, and it's a cycle. Sometimes it takes between 3 months and 6 months. So we are just at the beginning, so I could answer you maybe at a later stage.
Okay.
That's what I know now.
Okay. And my last question, as I can see you're a bit tired, so I promise this is the last one after the all night. So what is the key learning you got, maybe not today, but during the program and you were incubated? Like one thing you can pick up? What's the most important thing, the best learning for you?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is to be persistent. Because a lot of people who are here, they are maybe at their third or fourth startup. So the first startup is like a lot of startup fails. So we have to know that. And here in America, failing is not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing, because when you fail one, you fail a second time, maybe a third time, and it means that you're persistent. And if you're persistent and you are a good manager or a good engineer, and if you keep trying, you will be more likely to succeed. And that's what we learned, because a lot of advisors, a lot of people that we met tried many times before being successful. So that would be my key advice that we keep.
Cool. How about you?
Another thing that we learned here is that it's all about sales when you want to raise funds, because a lot of investors told us that it was more interesting for an investor, a startup with like 300 customers and $300 of sales, than a startup with 10,000 customers but no sales. And so when you learn that, it changes everything about your perception of what they are interested in. And so that's the main thing I've learned here.
Yeah, sales are important. Getting revenues, lower the risk.
Great, amazing guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks a lot.